What's going on, YouTube? This is a contest submission for Mercy's Little Show. I subscribed to Mercy after she subscribed to me, and she's gotten a huge amount, 150 subs already, and I know she's only been making videos for a very short amount of time. She does reviews and books and movies, and she one of the things I've noticed is that her thumbnails for the her videos, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen with the questions on it, but her thumbnails for the videos she makes are I guess a little risque, almost makes you want to click on it just to see what's in the video, but of course they're just reviews. But I think the last one was her tops or something like that, my tops or something. It was a thumbnail of her bras and with her wearing one too. With I think she had written on her stomach, "Get it, I got it." So, okay, well, congrats on your 150 subs. I really enjoy your videos. Even though I don't always agree with some of your, I think I just posted on your video with the TMT, I mean not TMT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I just, I love the Turtles too. I don't know. I just wasn't into that movie, But I mean, I wanted to like it, and there were certain moments that I did like, and the action was pretty cool. But just some of the acting was just really bad, I think, not just Megan Fox's acting either, just some of the other scenes. But I guess it was okay, I don't know, I just really think the originals were better, I guess, which is, I mean, they're pretty dated too, so. But, okay, on to your questions, congrats on the 150 subs. I know you're going to get a lot more than that. Yeah, okay, so first, must be subscribed. I've been subscribed. Make a video. I am making a video right now. And answer these questions. The first question is, what is the first comic you ever bought? Well, I do not know that. What I'm going to show you is the first comic I remember owning. I couldn't tell you which comic I first bought. It was back when I was a teenager, and I just don't know. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the Kimiko comics. Because Kimiko Comics was in my hometown, Norristown, Pennsylvania. That's where they had, Kimiko Comics was, their offices and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure that the first comic I ever owned was a Kimiko comic. Now what it was, I'm not sure, but the first one I remember owning is this one right here. Either Primer number 2, which is the first Grendel, one of the primers, or else actually Grendel number 1, which I do have, which I'm not going to pull out, but and it's also still my favorite comic series of all time, the original Hunter Rose series, the first Primer number 2, and the first 3 books, and the only 3 books in the series, Volume 1. So the Christine Spar series was pretty good too, but I definitely like the original series a lot better. So, okay, so that's the first comic book I ever bought or I remember buying. If you had to make a team up between 2 heroes who've never had an ongoing before, who would you pick? Well, I don't know. I know they're from 2 different publishers. One's DC and one's Marvel, but I'll pick my 2 favorite characters. One would be Aquaman, and the other one would be Thor, which I didn't grab a book with Thor, but you know who Thor is. So I would say that Thor and Aquaman. I think that would be a pretty cool team up, So yeah. Okay, what is your favorite current comic series? Well, that's easy. Rachel Rising. I got it signed by Terry Moore back in, was it 2 years ago at the Boston Comic Con. Came back at a 9.0, but I do have a second one that I had him sign at the New York Comic Con this year, and that one's originally graded at 9.6, so hopefully it comes back at least a 9.6 from CBCS this time. I had it graded this time. Last time when I had just slabbed with no signature was PGX. So that came back at 9.6. So hopefully it comes back at that. Yeah, so this series I've been reading since the beginning. I am two books behind, 1 or 2 books. I can't remember, but Terry Moore, beside being a really, really nice guy, both time I've met him, I just really, really like his artwork. I don't know, I like the fact that the book is actually in black and white. I don't know what it is. I like the black and white. I guess certain books I would like better in color, but with this, I do like it in black and white. And just the story itself, I really, really hope something gets done with the story, outside of the comic media. I know there was talk about it being optioned for a TV show or something, and I think it would make a really awesome TV show. And if you don't know what this book is about, it's about a girl or woman, whatever, who wakes up in a grave, basically, and she had been murdered. And she comes to, and she comes back to life, I guess. And I'm not going to go through the whole story, but she comes back and she starts finding out that she's actually like reincarnated or whatnot of a witch from back in, I guess, the Salem times. But she has some kind of rivalry going on with another witch. I believe is, if I remember correctly, is Lilith from, Lilith, the Bible, Adam and Eve story kind of thing. Whatever, I don't know if that's from the Bible, but it's Adam and Eve story. So yeah, so her, people start getting killed, and there's another one with a little girl that has the spirit, or I think it's like Jack the Ripper or something like that. It's a really, really good story. So go ahead and read it if you haven't read it already. Awesome story. Definitely my favorite. Second would say my second favorite series right now will be Revival, I think. Or God is Dead. God is Dead is an awesome book. Which I'm going to just go right into the next question. Is Marvel, DC, and Image no longer exist? You can only get your comics from one of the remaining publishers. What do you choose? I think I would actually choose Avatar Comics. One, because one of my favorite series is God is Dead, and that's Avatar Comics. But also, I think that my my taste in comic books will be most satisfied by Avatar Comics. I do like a lot of the horror stuff and the gorier stuff sometimes, and I don't know, I just really like stuff like that. So I think if I didn't, Image would be my number one right now, I think, but Avatar Comics I think would be the one I would have to choose. And there's some other good publishers, but of course I would say, Abstract Studios, but, I think I would get sick of just reading one comic book. That's all he really produces right now. I know he has, like, Strangers in Paradise and stuff like that, but I don't know if he even does anything with that anymore. But I know Rachel Rising is basically the only book he does right now, so. But, yeah, I would have to say Avatar Comics, and then, like I say, you got IDW and stuff like that, but, I don't really read too many books from that. Dark Horse might be a second one, there's some books I guess I could get into with Dark Horse, but I would say Avatar though. So, okay. Do you have to choose a theme for DC variant covers month? What do you choose? I choose none. I'm so sick of the themes. I don't know. I before I started making this video, I was trying to think of how I would answer these questions, and I kind of just couldn't come up with anything for that last question. I figured I'd just, kind of wing it when I got to the question itself on the video. So, if I had to choose a theme for DC variant covers month, what would you choose? Well, they've done artist months, like they just did the Darwin Cook. They've done the anniversary month, the Batman 75th anniversary. I think they're doing the Flash now. They've done Villains month when they did the 3D covers last year, and they did this year. They did the I guess it was the Future's End month, which is like, I think that was the Heroes month or something like that. Whatever. So they've done Lego covers were the did DC do Lego covers too? I think DC did Lego covers too, but There's just so many. They've done a bunch of different things. I really can't think of something. I think it would be pretty awesome if they did, for DC, did a Stan Lee month. Well, on every DC book, they would have a picture of Stan Lee. I think that would be pretty cool. Let me see. I really don't know. How about Sidekicks month? You know, maybe do a Sidekicks with nothing but sidekicks, like Robbins and who else would be a sidekick? Like Aqua Boy or Superboy, or you know, Teen Titan month would be kind of cool. You know, have all the different, cause they're all basically, a lot of them are sidekicks, kind of. Yeah, something like that. Maybe like a Teen Titans month, I think would be pretty cool. They have, every book has something to do with the Teen Titans. And of course I could say, you know, I would love to see an artist month. You know, that would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if they've done something like that, like Marvel's done, where they redid the covers of some classic books, you know. I think they did like the X-Men books, and Avengers did stuff. They did stuff like that where they redid the covers. I think that would be cool too. You know, where DC, I'm not sure if they did it already, but they take some of the classic covers from DC history, like Silver Age, Golden Age, stuff like that, and they have a month where every book is a reproduction of that cover using you know, redrawn. You know, so yeah, I think that would be cool. Okay, so. And that's the last question, except for finally you have to ask me a question, ask her a question in the video. Let me see. What do you do for a living, I guess? I guess that's, I would like to know that. You know, I'm always interested in what people do who collect comics and stuff like that, make YouTube videos, what they actually do in the real world. I mean, I'll answer. Right now, I'm retired military, but I'm also a current full-time student in a grad program, master's program for clinical psych, applying to PhD programs, and I just recently had my last day at the VA. I worked for the Veterans Hospital in Boston. I did research. I worked as a research assistant at the, you know, doing research on post-traumatic stress and stuff. So that's what I do for a living. I'm just interested in what other people do too, you know. It's just always interesting to me. I think they had, for the New York Comic Con, they had pictures of people in cosplay. They posted on, I think it was Facebook, and they had the pictures of them in cosplay, and they had underneath what they did for a living. And one guy was like in drag, and he was like a psychologist. I just thought it was hilarious. But yeah, so what do you do for a living? Okay, and like I said, congrats on your subs, 150 subs. That's a lot of subs. I know you're gonna get a lot more. And that's it. Thanks.